Hi everyone, I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot, and this reading is devoted to Ruth Bader Ginsburg and any message that she would like to give to us moving forward. Now that she has graduated and crossed over and she's free of her physical body and all the accompanying pain that I'm sure that she was in, I'm going to draw 6 cards to see what it is that she would like to say. What messages, what are the most important things that she would like us to know? Moving forward without her on the planet, but having her in spirit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right, so we have the world reversed, the King of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and the Star reversed. Okay. So, well, actually, let's go this way. Fit a little more in here. Okay. So, I'm just going to read like a story, like a message, rather than any theme. And I did not assign any positions. I'm just going to read it as a message. So, with the world reversed, her message to us is, she's sorry that she couldn't complete her mission, because her mission, of course, it was to hang in there until a new president was elected. So this is partly, you know, a sorry that something, you know, she really wanted to complete. She just was not able to hold on to the earth, you know, this earthly physical body that she was in. But that's okay, because she says you will move forward. All of us, we will move forward and continue it and turn it right back up. Right back up. And we already are in the place of wholeness, just as she can clearly see now that she's in a place of wholeness. And which, you know, in our spirits, I believe that we always, you know, we always are. It's just on the soul level we can't always connect completely in. Or we have moments and we have times where we can, but not as an everyday experience. We usually can't connect completely in. So, but she's saying that we can continue on for her. We have to do the work. It's actually a really beautiful message. So it's partly a remorse, some remorse within her soul, but then to remind us that her spirit is free and she's going to do everything she can to continue to work through us. With the King of Cups, to just remember we can always tap into the ocean of love, the ocean of love and respect. I mean, she truly did embody the King of Cups energy, but that's she's not wanting to toot her horn much. She's wanting us to remember that if we miss her and we're grieving for her, that we can connect with her in our hearts, and we can sail forward into smoother waters, and to know that she lives on forever. She lives on. She's just been freed of this, you know, the entrapment of the physical body. So there's never really an end and a beginning. We just continue on into a new transition. And I think that's why this card is reversed, especially, is to say that there is no end and beginning. It's just one continuous movement, and there are spirals into different spheres of consciousness, and she's truly free. And she's there to help us anytime we want to sit and meditate and call in her spirit. She'll give each one of us an answer. She'll give us information. She'll help us out. But it's in our hearts, and it's in our pure feelings that we can open up to all the infinite possibilities. With the starfish here, we have infinite possibilities. And to just keep flowing on with the little fish here. It's like the reminder to keep flowing. Just keep going, keep going. And then she's also telling us to make sure that we do get the time to meditate, and we do get enough rest, and we do let ourselves heal and integrate throughout this challenging time that we're in. It requires, because of the challenging time that we're in, it does require more rest and more meditation, more time to nourish our spiritual selves. So, yeah, so not too much overworking, not too much of anything. But to know that she's at peace, of course we know that. She has graduated. Her spirit is free. She's at peace. She wants you to know that, and she wants you to know that you can connect in with her anytime you want. Now, this next message is, she's saying, it's really beautiful on the other side, and there is absolutely nothing to fear. Just move forward in life, shining your true self, and to allow your light to be seen. Not to fear anything anymore. She's saying that she fought really hard for fairness and equality and justice so that everyone could shine their lights freely. Wow. So this is a beautiful card to hold on to. And it is, it is the sun. It's the highest energy card in the deck. So that is a beautiful card. What a wonderful message from her. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, I normally wouldn't read it this way, but I'm hearing the message from her is that we may not have everything that we want. We may not be in the place of feeling like we're complete, but we need to keep connecting into our spirits and to connecting into the truth, the greater truth, which is the greater good of the whole, and to just keep focusing on that, keep focusing on what we want with the fairness and the equality of which we are deep within. This is who we really are. And then from that place of connecting with her, when we don't know what fairness and equality might look like nowadays, she'll help us remember, just connecting in with her spirit. And she's also saying, there are a couple movies out about me. I only knew of one. Oh, and I can't even remember the name of it right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so something about watching the movies. Oh, that's why the star card is here. Okay, I'll see what she has to say about that. Oh, she never really... She's saying, I never liked being too much of a star. That she's saying she was actually more shy. But the older she got, the more courageous she got. And then she was able to wear it. So, with a star card reversed, she's saying, do not give up. Do not give up the fight. Work in very, very practical ways every day to do what is right. Vote every single chance you can. And keep connecting into what you know is right deep down inside of you. and not to ever be hopeless. Hopelessness is a realm of untruth, is what she's saying. Unjustness and unfairness. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to feel into and listen, see if there's any other message. She's saying, party on. My goodness. She's saying, party on, live on, live on. Live the lives that you want to live. So okay, so I thought that this would be a different type of a message from her, but this is what I got. Okay, so now in this next portion, and I have the cards already shuffled, I am, yeah, I can still feel her with me, so maybe she's going to help me with this. If so, Ruth, you stick around as long as you want. Okay, so I am going to draw 7 cards. I wrote out a spread, a special spread just for Moscow Mitch and what he's trying to do, how successful or not will he be. So the question I have is, will Mitch McConnell be successful with the votes that he needs to appoint a new judge? You know, I guess Trump would be the one that would appoint the judge. It would be Trump's pick. So I want to know if he'll be successful in getting those votes. Okay, so the first card is Mitch McConnell and the forces he has in motion. Okay, and then his challenge. Wow, 5 of Pentacles reversed. Came in like this, so it's 5 of Pentacles reversed. This is the 6 of Pentacles, of course. Okay, I'm just going to keep going and draw the cards first. So what he's actually doing, okay. Who is helping him? Will he be successful or not? The future for him. And the outcome to the Supreme Court, being that these are lifetime appointments. Okay, and I have my little Lenormand deck here. I have it already shuffled and ready to go for some clarifiers. So this is the card for what he's doing. This is who is helping him. This is successful or not. This is the future for him, and the outcome to the Supreme Court. So, oh goodness, I'm grateful for this extra space. I forgot I lifted the camera up a little bit, so we can definitely fit the little Lennies in between here. Move this up so we have room for closed captions. Okay, so with the 6 of Pentacles, what he's doing, or I mean, what, you know, forces in motion for him. This is also what he's doing up here. But the forces in motion for him, he's offering, he's giving to get, he's going to people who he thinks owe him something. And maybe he has something over some of the other Republican senators who, because it's pretty well known that there's about a third of the GOP between the Senate and the House. About a third of them are owned and compromised by Putin or Russian oligarchs, which is the same thing as Putin. So, knowing that, he has some sway, and he's using it. He's using it. And his challenge, though, is the 5 of Pentacles. So that is not a successful card at all. It is extremely it's like bankruptcy, loss, defeat. It doesn't bode well. It has to do with, even spiritual poverty, because, the self-esteem is so low they feel that they can't even go into the church and get warm. It's like they don't even look for help when it's straight up. They don't even want to go inside and look for help. They're oblivious to the fact that there are other people that would help them get warm and get them out of the cold. So his challenge is, do these people want to do that for him? Do they want to put themselves in the place of spiritual poverty is really the main message I'm getting. Like, do they know what's right. They know what's right. Do they want to align with that? Because the vote could come down to like 4 or 5 people. Like if he doesn't get all 4 or 5, I can't remember. It's like Susan Collins is in there. Well, I can't remember all of them right now, and I'm not even trying to go there. I'm reading the cards. So anyway, he has this poverty consciousness within him. This says a lot about him as well, because he has such a belief in lack that it causes him to be greedy, greedy, greedy. I mean, if he were a smart guy, if he had half of a brain, he would be happy that he has a beautiful wife, even though, she's got her own darkness, but he'd be happy that he had Elaine Chow and all the backing of her father and his, shipping line. It's like his wife is an heir to a shipping magnate, and here he is, just more, and I got to control. So this is a lot about him, and that's his real challenge. So his challenge is that he is in extreme deprivation consciousness and spiritual poverty. Now what he's doing is he is trying to complete something with the world up here. He's trying to complete something that he thinks he needs for like his legacy or his, it's like he's literally hell-bent. He's coming from a hell realm, and he's hell-bent on having a Supreme Court that is completely, with the numbers, going to override anything that is fair and just to women. And other minorities and other like LGBTQ. I mean, just all these laws for fairness and equality. He doesn't care about that. He is so spiritually bereft that he thinks that he has to control the outer world, because his inner world is a very, very dark place. Now, so this is what he's doing. He's trying to complete it. He's trying to get that Supreme Court stacked the way he wants it. Now, this is the card for who is helping him. So who is helping him is the King of Pentacles reversed. So in that realm, we're back into, if it were straight up, here you can just see the image. Or here, let me lift it up for you. Just look at that. I mean, it's opulence to the max, and the castle in the back, and that's what he's really focused on. Notice he doesn't look up at the sky. He's not looking up at nature and all the beauty around him. He's pretty much just focused on the material world, material money. Now, if you use it in the highest sense, it can be that you have both. You're very connected to nature and the material. I mean, nature and all of the eco sciences and everything. If you're a good guy, but because it's reversed, there's no good guy about it. So the people that are helping him are just as spiritually bereft and disconnected from nature and disconnected from what true abundance is. These would be the ones that would help him. So, I don't know, who are we talking about? Lindsey Graham? We're talking about, I don't know, Ted Cruz already said he didn't want to be on the SCOTUS. Thank goodness. But who knows? Maybe he would change his mind. Yeah. But this, whoever these people are that are helping him, they're just extremely, extremely controlling. Controlling and, you know, domineering. And they want to dominate the world with money. That's what that's about. Now, successful or not, whether he'll be successful or not, I would say no. And this would be because some female senators or female GOP members, either the House or the Senate, will say no. I believe that that's what that's about. I'll layer it with the Lenormand in a moment, and we'll see. But I believe that these would be women, the women with the power to give him the votes or not. I think they will say no, but we'll see. The future for him, he's just going to be quiet and hold on to his secrets. He has secrets over people. He has secrets, and he's gonna stay silent about that. Now, the outcome to the Supreme Court, this looks to me as if there is not going to be a new appointment right now. It's very possible that there's just nothing that comes through. So I honestly don't think he'll get the votes. That's pretty interesting, because this is, you know, straight up, it's like the dude's got some direction. He's looking up, he's looking at the, you know, the wand, the baton, he's looking at the new direction, the life force of, you know, where he wants to go, what he wants to do. But because it came in reversed, he doesn't have that direction, he doesn't have the determination, you know. It's like a setback type of energy where you don't have the enthusiasm to go forward, and there's a little bit of even pessimism. So if a Supreme Court, if they do nominate someone, if someone does get on there, we're going to be very, very pessimistic about SCOTUS. And these are lifetime appointments. So that's very challenging. Okay, let me make some room here so I can let's use the Lennies. Okay, so forces in motion for Mitch McConnell. His challenge, what he's doing, who is helping him, will he be successful or not, the future for him, and the outcome to the Supreme Court. Okay. So this is Mitch McConnell trying to get the votes. That's what that card's about. Trying to get the votes. Trying to get the votes. His challenge is, oh, wonderful. There's a big fight. There's a big fight. Ah, I'm so glad to see that. Let's see, let's move things over here. Wonderful. See why I love the Lenormand? Okay. What he's doing is the clouds. Yeah, he's lying. He's lying, and then again, he's coming from a place where he's just really deluded. But this is dark, and notice that the dark side faces all of these these other, these other men is where what I'm gonna say. I think it's probably mostly men who want to, control the situation. Yeah, so they're not faring very well. The completion that he wants to accomplish is not. I don't think it's going to go well. Okay, then who is helping him? Oh, of course, we get the Fox card. Who's helping him? People who are in it just for their own, for what they want, their own selfish, nefarious ways. They're very tricky and very clever, and they steal and they lie. These are the guys. These are that 1/3 of the GOP, and they were all men. I've looked them all up. I just can't remember all their names, but it's like Thune and Johnson and there's a bunch of them. I used to have a list. It's online. You can look online, and you can find evidence of the 15 GOPs 15 Republicans that visited Russia in the last couple of years. You can max it out to like 3 years, and you'll get them. So, yeah, because why would they go visit Putin? Why would they go to Russia and visit Putin? They had no reason to. They're not Secretary of State. They're not, why? So, anyway. So, these are the ones that are in bed with Russian money and Russian oligarchs. These are the ones, and they want to control. And they're coming from their, their demented version of Christianity and religion. So, success or not. Okay, this is the public card. It's the garden park is the name of it. But what that means is that there's going to be public. This whole thing, of course, is going to be very public, and the interaction with it. So that's not a clear answer there. But these two, so we have to remember with this spread that I designed, if you guys, use it for yourself, just remember that these two cards, the forces in motion and the challenges, are the most important, and they overlay the meaning to all of the other 5 cards above. So the votes will be contested, fought for. There'll be a fight for the votes. The public is watching. The public is watching. They're watching to see who will align and who will vote. Wow. Okay, of course. Now, let's see, the future for him. Wow, that's so interesting with this feminine. These are both feminine cards. Because this is all about Mitch McConnell, I would want to say that this has to do with Elaine Chao, because usually the woman, there's only 2 people card. There's the man and the woman, and the man's him. I didn't draw his card, but usually this would be the woman card. But this could be other females that do not get his vote. It could be that he doesn't get the feminine vote, or the feminine shuts him up, or the feminine finds out more secrets about him. That's really interesting. I do not know how that is going to go, actually. Okay, and then the outcome to the Supreme Court. Okay, this does not look good, because this is about, well, depends on which way we read it. I have to say, I think that this means that the Supreme Court will be under the burden of religion, under the burden of just under a burden. So maybe there's a way that in the future, or absolutely there's a way, but how about in the future, how about Brett Kavanaugh gets impeached, and then there's space, another opening for someone else. So because this is not the end result, this is just, because nothing's ever, completely over. Although these are lifetime appointments, and that's the problem. But, there's with this, the energy of this card is very religious, and it is a threat to Roe v. Wade. It is a threat to anybody with more of an open-minded approach to life and to living than the rigid dogma of religion. So this could be a real problem, and this could be a burden for women. And it could be that the burden that's placed on women because of whatever he does with SCOTUS, because if there's a judge that's appointed, then women will fight. Women will rebel. I think we've got a battle on our hands. I mean, honestly, we have Pluto and Capricorn until 2024. Nothing, things don't shift until, well, Saturn and Jupiter will move into Aquarius next year. But yeah, I honestly think we've got a battle over the next few years. All right, so I shuffled another tarot deck to ask the question, if there is another judge that's appointed, which I don't really see that, honestly. I can't really say that. So, but I'll go ahead and use it anyway, just to get information on if a judge is appointed, or will there be a new judge appointed, and if so, information about this judge. So will there be a new judge appointed? Looks like a no with the Eight of Swords. That's a real restriction. And the Sun reversed, and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands would be a victory, but with the Sun reversed, with these two cards, the way I read this is there's a restriction over the success, and people will really be watching and recognizing that things need to stop for a while. I just, honestly guys, I see a big battle. I just see a big battle. So I'm sorry I couldn't get more clear. I can't give you a yes or a no, but I see a battle. But as far as the judge actually getting in, though, I think it's a no. Because everybody's watching, and this is a restriction, this is very unsuccessful, and well, yeah, it's pretty unsuccessful. And the victory is stopped. So the victory for Mitch McConnell and his cronies is stopped. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles reversed. So the money isn't there. The resources to keep it going for him, it's not there. You could look at, these as being votes, even though I think it's way less than 10 votes to either get a new judge in or not. I think it's a no. I think it's a no. Let's try, hold on, I can use, let me shuffle these quickly, because I do have a method, with the Lenormand, where I can check into a yes or no. Yes or no, so give me a moment. So yes or no, will there be a new judge appointed before our next election? I guess we only have to go to November 3rd because now there's a video I did on Mitch McConnell before. I'm pretty sure he doesn't win. It's back there. I have to look for it if you want to. I'm sure it have probably been in the month of July, or I think it would have been in the month of July. My friend Hillary, hi Hillary, she was kind enough to let me know that the video I did for Bill Barr is, I think she said it was July 17th. So I think Mitch McConnell would have been in that same time frame. So this question here is a yes or no. Will there be a new judge appointed to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg before our next election? Will someone get pushed in there? So the scythe is a no. The tree is neutral. But it could be like there's no decision, no long-term decision. This is neutral. These two cards are neutral. This is neutral as well. The bouquet is a little challenging because it is a yes. Yeah, so it's a no maybe, or a no because we have long-term, maybe like elderly wisdom that's moving things forward. This is a no, but the stars is a yes. So kind of confused about that. Let's see. You see why I can't really say yes or no. I'm trying. Maybe this is one of those. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with any type of divination. Sometimes you're not meant to get the answer because it could change the outcome. This could be that we are to fight and to really, really get up and fight about this in any way that we can. You know, of course, without endangering ourselves or others. Of course, not with any type of violence. But, man, because when you're talking like Roe v. Wade, you're talking something that's been in place for a really long time, and in the fight that it took to get that law into place, the right for women to have control over their own bodies, they get to decide. It's not decided by any church or any politician, because this is like long-term. The mice minimize, so there's a minimization here, there's a eating away at this yes card. These are all neutral. Yeah. No, neutral, no. And then maybe this is yes to something new in the future that we have to fight for, because we're in that realm of navigating our deepest hopes and wishes and desires, which is what the stars are about. It's also what's good for the greater good of the whole. It's also something that's widespread. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is one of those situations where I'm not meant to get a yes or a no because we need to fight. It's looking more like a no than anything. But it's looking like a no, he doesn't get all the votes. No, there's not a new judge. But they're definitely trying. They're definitely going to try. But it looks like a no. but I could be wrong. So this is just like, the thing with voting. No matter what I or any other tarot reader or any other channel or the other psychic tells you, you gotta vote. We have to vote, and all of our decisions that we make in the future are a direct outcome to our lives and our and our healthy soul substance that moves forward or not, whether or not it gets stuck. Our life experience is a direct reflection of the health of our souls. So this is why sometimes I think we don't get clear answers, because it's in flux, and we are the creators of our reality. So we have to fight, and we can't let these old geezers, these old men, control our lives. Yeah, these greedy old men that are afraid of losing control, and they're it's like we're at that fever pitch moment of fighting this, and they're at their last like gasps of breath. They're on their way out, and they're fighting like crazy. And Mitch McConnell's done a really good job at keeping things really. I mean, they've been pushing judges through. They've put through, I think, 200 judges just in the short time that 200 Republican judges that who knows if they're even qualified. And maybe in the last 4 years, this next 4 years, maybe we'll see a lot of impeachments happen, because I think that's the only way you get rid of those guys. Man, imagine all the legal cases coming up. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. Thank you for bearing with me, and you guys take good care. Okay, bye.